Hello and welcome to the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is Oakley Hidef and I'm here to bring you a new community map, and this is going to be THFE Gunships, and this is brought to you by a member of the community, and his name, or his gamer tag in fact, is XDemonHunter1. So he's made a really cool set here, which as the name of the map implies, obviously is different types of gunships, and these aren't strictly from any particular universe or theme. They're all just sick gunships that come from different games, so I'll go ahead and point them out just right off the bat. So over here you have a Ceph gunship, which is from Crisis, and that's really cool. Then over here you have the Vulture from Halo Wars, so that's really cool, very accurate. Over here you have the Longsword from Halo, and back here you have an Osprey, another Osprey gunship, which is really sick. And then what he's done in the front, he's actually added a couple more small aesthetics, which is pretty cool. A little AA gun, some neat walls. I love what he's done with the brace larges, brace tunnels, and the struts on top. That looks really cool. And then over here he's made this pretty intricate looking piece right here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it looks really, really badass. It looks awesome. So using a bunch of doors and then a shield door here, it looks like it's something Forerunner or Covenant or something that would power a generator. So I think this looks really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the different vehicles. So as you can see, there are 4 of them, and they're all very well done, very highly detailed. So it's gonna be hard for me to be able to go through each and every one of them and specifically show you exactly how to do it. So I would recommend looking on his file share and downloading the map so you can look at it more specifically, because I'll just be doing basically a quick run through. So I guess we'll start over here and work our way back. So over here is the Osprey. The main way the Osprey works is you have the wings that come out here, and then you have the thrusters in this part. And what is beneficial about the Osprey, what gives it the tactile edge, is the thrusters. And in real life it has rotors, but in this case it has thrusters. So the thrusters can be pointed down, so this thing can take off vertically, and then presumably they would turn sideways and this thing can fly like a normal plane. So that's kind of the benefit of the Osprey. Now the way he built it is really cool. I like how he made the cockpit. So that is done by making a bunch of railings here to make the front, and then on the bottom what I'll do is I'll drop out the floor. So he's used this one platform piece here, which is a platform Y, and then what he's done is he's made a bunch of these small 2x2 ramp shorts here just to give it the curved edge. So he's placed them one on top of the other. I think he did some really nice freehanding here, which is sick. So they come down, and as you can see here, it makes a nice kind of bowl area where the whole cockpit's going to fit in. Then to finish that off, what he did is he put some railings, just to really close it off here and not have too much of a straight transition from a banked piece here to the bottom. So what he did is he put railings in between to kind of even it out. And then what he did to make sort of the guns in the front was obviously the satellite pieces here. And then to make the cockpit, what I really liked is he put a column here to sort of mask the 2 shield doors that you saw me pull down right there. And the column is kind of the divider in the window. So I think that's really neat. Then what he's done is to sort of finish off the cover, he's used these wall corner pieces here up over the top, and I'll just drop those down so we can keep seeing the rest of the body. So he's used those to finish off the top of the pilot area. And over here, more blocks to sort of close off what would be the cabin. Then here, he's used more blocks to make the interior and a turret, kind of just sitting here. So this could be used in game, for gunning down people or just for aesthetics. Then here, as I said, the blocks covered up. The top is made by a strut and some more blocks. Then the back, what I thought was pretty creative, is he used these building pieces here, which you don't see used too often. These are bunker smalls, bunker smalls. He's put 2 of them, so it's a little more expensive, but they do give good geometry and coloring, and they are the right size to sort of bulk up this area right here and link it to the back. So strut here, another strut here, and then the way he's linked the different thrusters would be just these 5x1s on either side, and then the actual thruster pieces here are a pair of bridge mediums, one on either side, and then just man cannons here. So I think that's really cool, really well done. It looks neat. Now over here, this is maybe my favorite one. I guess the longsword and the Vulture are both really cool, but just I thought the longsword was really well done, very well pulled off. I tried to build one in the past, but I really couldn't get the sleek look that he was going that I needed, and then he's really pulled it off here in this case. So give the video a thumbs up to really show how you appreciate what he's done, because I'm definitely gonna like it. I think he's done a great job. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is start with the cockpit. So the cockpit here, what you have is he wanted a very pointed, angled face, which sort of shows that this is going to be a longsword, which is a fighter / bomber, so it goes very fast. And so that's why the cockpit design is kind of like this. So obviously to be more aerodynamic. So this is very cool. The way you get it is he has these blocks right here. These are 2x1 flats where he's put 3 of them, and I guess I'll build up this time. So he's put 3 of them, just like this, at the same inclination, and then he's put them next to each other. One is staggered in front, and that's how he got the pointed nose of his ship. And then what he did after that is he put 2 underneath like this to support the bottom of the nose, and really they all converge here, which makes the the nose of the ship that I've been talking about. Then what he's done very intelligently is he's put the glass sails here, and what's really neat about this is the glass sail part right here lines up perfectly with the angle this made, so it really defines the cockpit very nicely, and I think that's very cool. Then what you have down here is he's put just these corner pieces to round out the bottom, and then for the main fuselage right here, he has a bunch of 5x1s and then a block here in the middle. So he's made a hexagon here, sort of flattened one to make the body, and that extends over to the back. I'll lift the block so you can see. Then over here from the main body, he's added a strut. The strut then adds a connection to the back where he's put more 5x1s here, which kind of converge into a tail, and the tail itself is made out of this corner 2x2, and then another glass sail here, which looks very neat. Now the wings themselves, he's added another pair of struts on either side, and the struts are very useful when you're building ships. They can be sort of thrusters on the side, and they can also merge different parts of the ship or serve as cockpits. So what you've seen on our X-Hunter's designs for the Pelican is where he uses these to emphasize the wing. So this is what Demon Hunter has done in this version. So put one of those on either side. Then he has a 3x1 flat here, another strut here, and then the wings, he's done these by having corner 4x4s. And these aren't just stacked straight on top of each other like you might see in a Pelican. He's made them kind of angled so they do have a little sleeker look to them, which I thought was really neat. I can pull them apart like that, and then you see that he's put these antenna pieces on the inside. So that's a really, really well made longsword. All these pieces combined are pretty expensive, but if you're going to make a small map, this might be cool to have a longsword. Like maybe if you want to build a map that takes place inside a hangar, this thing would be suspended in the middle, which I think would be really cool. Now over here, so this is going to be the Vulture from Halo Wars. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and Google it. It's really cool design. Props to the guys from Halo Wars who created this, and also props to Demon Hunter for being able to recreate this. And it kind of reminds me of Avatar, the big dropship that they had. So this thing is massive, and I can start taking it apart for you if you want. So to make the curved front, what he's done is, again, these corners here are crucial, and he's put them on angles to make the front. So these are sloping slightly upwards, these slope downwards, and it's going to end up cradling the main cockpit here. And to beef up the cockpit, what he did is he put 2 sniper nests on top of each other. So this one here came like this, and then he had another one under it. And what that does is it made sort of a place where he has these turrets sticking out, and these look really, really sick. And the way he's done that is by putting 2 braced larges and 2 teleporter frames together, which made for a really cool look. I can go ahead and drop that again briefly for you, just so you can see what it looks like. But it looks like those would be potentially, where the gunners would sit, or it's really hefty built-up guns. So I think that looked really cool. It looks really neat. Yeah, just like that. And the bottom sort of sticks out where you have the guns that would pivot around. So I think it looks really cool. And in the center, what he's done, he's made mostly a center alignment out of blocks. And right here, he's put a light, which looks very cool. And then in the back over here, he's made more of these corner pieces. And here he put a ramp circular small on the side to keep tying everything together, hide the little gaps. Moving in the back, what he's done right here is again use the circular smalls to add to the body. So I'll pull that out for you. And then on the inside, to add more to it, he's put the brace tunnels on either side like that, which kind of conforms to the body. And then to stuff the inside with different pieces, what I really like what he's done is he's used this building piece as the core. And there you go. So this would have stuck right here. And if you're wondering, this is a pyramid, which you don't see used very often, but I think this is very cool to make the core for a structure. So he had this in the middle, then he put the two circular ramp smalls here to add a little more texture, and the brace large to sort of encase the outside. And then what he did was where these pieces stuck out, that's where he sort of built up his wings. So he had 5x1s to make small parts of the wings here. Then he has the large circular ramps here and two circular ramp smalls on the back. And then all the way in the back here, he has two more of the platform corner pieces there. And then right here, he's housed these nice man cannons that look really sick from the back. And of course, a lot of little aesthetic details like these glass sails and different pieces sticking out, which make it look really awesome. So now we're going to move on to the last piece, which is the Ceph gunship from Crisis, and I think this looks really cool as well. I like what he's done with the wings, whereas the other ones, the wings are a little more traditional. This one is very well done. The wings look kind of frail and feeble, but it's still really cool. So the way he's done that is he's made these doors back to back. So I'll pull out just one door. The one door went like this, and he's put them back to back. And he's put a shield door here to make it seem like it's got some sort of anti-gravity properties or some sort of propulsion in it, which I think looks really cool. Then he's put small satellite pieces here. The main body itself, he's used, again, another building piece here, which is the bunker box for the pilot, the cockpit. Put it like this, so that's where the pilot's going to be sitting. Then on either side, he's made little missile pods, and in the front, he's made what would be maybe the little turret here. And then to connect it to the body, he has a brace large sticking out here, a large walkway cover that he stuck right under it for the main body, and then brace tunnels on either side like that. And then underneath, he's put another walkway large. And then over here, just more 3x1 flats. He's put some Covenant barricade pieces to add a little bit more to the texture of the alien look. And then over here, he's made another sort of rotor blade that would keep this ship afloat using the ramp circular smalls. So all in all, this is a really great display of forging skill. I'm really impressed with what he's done. And sadly, I couldn't really, recreate it all from scratch just because there's so much detail to it. But that just goes to show just how much work the creator put into this. So go ahead and support him. Like the video. Check us out. Check him out. Yeah, guys, thanks. I hope you enjoyed. Keep sending the submissions to us. I love checking out what you guys see. Go check us out on Facebook. Like us there. And please, if you want to submit a map, just send a message to THFV with your gamer tag and the name of the map, which should be on your file share. That way we can look it up, and hopefully if it's good enough, we'll throw it on one of our tutorials. So thanks, guys. This has been Oakley Hidef with the Halo Forge Epidemic, and I'm signing out. Thank you.